Alright guys, hey, this is Rachel and welcome to our second lesson of Latin. Alright, today we're going to be talking about the first declension and the second declension again of nouns, and we're going to be talking about nominative plural conjugations today. Alright, so just a quick review. Last time we talked about sum es est, I am, you are, he or she is, and we talked about puella, puer, and nauta, girl, boy, sailor. We also talked about the present indicative of a verb. All that means is that's an action verb happening right now. So you would say I am as a present indicative verb because it's happening right now, as opposed to I was or I will be. Also, first and second declensions, just remember that those are categories of nouns. Nouns of the first declension are normally feminine nouns, and nouns of the second declension are normally neuter or masculine nouns. Also remember the nominative case is just a conjugation of nouns, and it's the conjugation for the case of the subject. So if you were saying sum puella, that means I am a girl. I and girl are the subjects, so girl would be conjugated in the nominative case. Alright, so now let's work on making these plural. Alright, so in the first declension, that's the words that ends with an A. So things like puella or nauta, they end in an A. In the singular nominative case, they end in an A. But in the plural nominative case, they end in AE. So it'd be pronounced like an I, so it'd be puellae for girls. Now, in the second declension, there's multiple endings. These are masculine and neuter nouns again. So like puer, which means boy. Puer in the singular actually doesn't have any special ending, but when you make it plural, you add I with a long vowel accent and S to make it pueris. Okay, so if you're confused by what this I with a long vowel accent thingy-majigger is, well, it's just an accent that's in Latin. All the vowels will have them, and it changes the meaning and it changes the pronunciation as well of words. It's called a long vowel accent. You heard me say that already. Okay, I would like to formally apologize because in my last video I pronounced a lot of the vowels wrong. So here's a better guide to how to pronounce them. A, E, I, O, and U are not so different from the English pronunciations in words. So A would be like part, E would be like pet, I would be like fit, O would be like not, and U would be like put generally. But when you put long vowel accents on all of these, A goes from to ah, E goes from to a, I goes from I to e, as in feet, and O goes from ah to o, U goes from to u. And we'll catch on to that, I promise. Alright, now that we're speaking in the plural, we need to add back in sumus, estis, and sunt, because we kind of dropped those in the last video. Alright, so sumus is we are, and sumus puellae would be we are girls. Sunt pueri, they are boys. Estis pueri, et puellae, y'all are boys and girls. Et just means and. So remember, sumus, we are, estis, y'all are, sunt, they are. Sumus, estis, sunt. Alright, a little bit of new vocab, just a couple words today. We have et, which is and you saw that in the last slide. And we have agricola, which means farmer. Notice that that sounds a little bit like agriculture. Well, Latin is the base of English. Alright, one last example. Estis agricolae et nautae. Y'all are farmers and sailors. Notice how agricola and nauta take the nominative first declension. So their A goes from an A to an AE, and it's pronounced like I for the plural in the nominative case. Alright, that's all I have today for you guys. Hope you enjoyed it.